YouTube. Listen, family, another day is in the book. It was a wild day in the market. This is the one thing that can be said positive about a stock market crash is that you get the best moves in the market history anytime you have a crash. Okay, the market doesn't ever move like this any other time unless it's in a crash. And so today we're going to talk all about it. Let me know if you guys made money in either direction, okay, before the takeoff or earlier in the day when you were trading. I want to hear all about it. Listen, as always, I got a jam-packed video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Check this out, guys. The stock market posts the third biggest gain in post-World War II history on Trump's tariff about face, okay? He announced partial pause on tariffs, and boy, did the market react to that, okay? And so this is a lesson in how things can change on a dime in a stock market crash. This is the one thing that is the thing that I would say the difference about like a bull market, a bear market, okay? In a stock market crash, any glimmer of positive news can make some of the most historical gains in market history. And that's what you saw today. But there's a little bit of manipulation mixed in with a little bit of signaling of these things. Check this out. Trump's morning buy call nets huge returns for those who listen. So Trump sent out a tweet talking about be cool. He's always saying and doing little things. And even if you guys watch CNBC, they sometimes say and give little hints and clues too. This is why, as part of your due diligence, you want to make sure you are watching the right things, listening to the right things, so that you can kind of pick up on the hidden cryptic messages they may sometimes give. For example, today around, I want to say 12 o'clock, I heard somebody on CNBC, so I can't remember who it was. They said, this hour is going to be some crazy news. Now, I had no clue what it was about to be, but they said it and they tried to say it casually. And then sure enough, I'm on coaching calls. I'm doing my thing like I always do each and every day. Loving on you guys, talking to you guys, teaching you guys the game. And then sure enough, boom. When I say the market was up like 1,000 points, 1,400 points in the NASDAQ, I saw stuff jump up like 1,100 points, okay? So that's like $100,000 if you trade 100 contracts like I do, okay? That's how powerful the moves were in just a matter of seconds. I was looking this way 1 minute, look back, boom. Stocks were going crazy. And so that's the power of this, all right? So listen, what I want to show you next is this. Where are we headed next, okay? And then I want to tell you some stocks that's going to take off for tomorrow and for the coming days to finish out the week, okay? Check this out. Excuse my handwriting on this, okay? My pen died, but check this out. The next target is going to be 575 to 565, okay? So the top of the range, look at this little black box I drew, okay? That is going to be around 574. We just rounding up to a whole number, 575. And I want you to think in terms of a range, okay? So 565, okay? It's say 567, but again, just for clean numbers, I want you to think about the bottom of that box is going to be the first target, resistance number 1. The top of that box is going to be 575. That's going to be resistance number 2. That is where we're going to head next. We're going to start the process tomorrow. Okay, so we may gap up tomorrow. We may gap down and then go up. They're going to try to use this momentum to make back some of the gains and bring us back to the 200-day moving average, okay? That is going to be the move over the next 2 days, tomorrow and then Friday. However, do not get overly zealous on me, okay? Remember I taught you guys about the bull trap yesterday's video, okay? And over the weekend and just in general as I prepared you guys for this stock market crash. The bull trap will come back into effect when we get back to those levels. And so you need to be thinking every lesson you learned yesterday, the previous day, the previous week, the previous months, is going to come back. So right when you think we're in the all clear, they're going to yank the market back down, but it's going to take around 1 or 2 days. So maybe next week, Monday, you can look for a gap down, or you can look for a gap up, and then the market crash back down. But get on the right side of the trade. The trend is always your friend. Don't go against it. If it's going up for that time being, if it's going up for that hour or 2 hours, you go up with it till you see it hit resistance, or if you see it break some levels and start coming back to the downside. If it's going down, you need to look at going down with it if you know how to do puts, and or just wait till it's done going down, find a base and a bottom, and then you buy calls and ride it back up. Okay, these are the levels I want you guys to know as the next target for tomorrow and Friday to end out the week. Okay, so basically look for these levels to be reached and tested to end out the week on Friday, but the process will start tomorrow. Let me know if that's understood. Okay, a few stocks that's going to get busy tomorrow. Number one is Tesla. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes back to 281 on tomorrow, might even go towards 290, and if enough buyers step in, we might even hit 300, but focused on 281. Everybody say 281. That's going to be a level that this will try to go to tomorrow in terms of taking off and going higher. Okay, a lot of these plays are going to try to make up some of the losses that it had, and so expect that. Palantir will be the next one. Okay, ticker symbol PLTR, sitting at 91.66. It was up $14.61 today, nearly 20%. These moves were just life-changing moves. Again, this is why, if nothing else, guys, you can't try to time the market. You can't try to get cute. When I tell you that the VIX is at 41, when I tell you that the fear and greed is at 4, you just have to buy. If it keep going down, then you have to live with that, because you don't want to miss these days when you have life-changing moves. 20% in a day. Tesla went up over 22.5% in a day, and it's up more in after hours. Okay, again, if you are in this, whether you have shares and or option calls, these type of moves, these type of days alone can either change your life. You can make up all your losses back. You can do so much if you stay in the market. And like I say every single day, I do not want this stock market crash to deter you, to scare you up out of the market, and then you're missing some of the greatest days in history because you're not understanding. You're not taking the time to just sit down and cut out all the noise and just see what's going on. See the moves that went up today. Then it might go down tomorrow, back up the next day. You have to know that, but you have to either make sure you are looking with intent to make sure you're on the right side of whatever it's doing. Okay, know your levels. This is why I started off with the next target, so that you can know when we get to 275, you need to be buying puts again, because that's when it's going to start coming back down. So you need to have a plan, a strategy. You need to make sure you understanding what's going on. Okay, Tesla is sitting at 22% on the day, up $50. Okay, we was looking for this one to go down earlier in the day. The news came out, bump going down, we're going up, and we're going up, and we're going to squeeze out all the shorts. Palantir, same thing. Okay, sitting at 18, nearly 20% on the day. All right, look for continuation in all of these plays and ones I'm not covering today as well. Another one for you guys is Meta, ticker symbol META. This one was up 14.5%. I told you, whenever this is at 400 or 500, you buy it, because we already know this is $1,000 stock. Some of you can just double your money in Meta, whether you're doing shares or calls, because we know this is the best stock in the stock market. They most best position, everything. They're not going to get hit by the tariffs. So when they're down, it's a fluke. So when they go back up, this was already headed towards $1,000. This is an $1,100 stock, but this got the best valuation in the market. And so again, if you get Meta, you can just simply change your life. When it's low, don't just buy any random blindly price, but when it's 400, like I keep pounding the table, or 500, you get it knowing that its rightful place is between 700 and 1,000, but this really should be around 1,100, and that's where it will be once we make new all-time highs. Okay, so put these 3 plays on your radar, as well as any other ones that you see had a good day today, because guess what? There should be follow through and continuation. That's what we're going to be looking for tomorrow. So again, on any pullbacks, you need to know they're still riding a euphoria from the pause of tariffs to go higher. If we gap up, you need to know we're going to try to gap and go. Okay, and then we're looking to go to the next resistance level, the next heights that we previously came from or fell from. We trying to return back there, ultimately getting back to the 200-day moving average. Let me know if that's understood, guys. Listen, great job today navigating this game. Ain't easy in the stock market crash, so I salute everybody who's staying 10 toes down and learning on the job. Okay, listen, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. Do me a favor, don't forget, like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stocks using my link below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.